Good morning, everyone. Um, as most of you are aware, last night I was very upset because I lost a bag of clothes. And first, I want to say that I'm sorry that I was snippy with a couple of strangers when I was, riding the bus and heading to the bus. Um, that's not my normal behavior. I usually am, I try to be quiet, keep to myself, and be civil with people, and um, you know, being homeless, you don't have your own space to, calm down after something bad happens, and then having to ride public transportation is tough. But that's no excuse. So I'm sorry that I got snippy, and I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. I did try to use my coping skills after all that happened. I was like inhaling and exhaling on the bus. But yeah, it is very upsetting that I lost a few outfits and some towels. Oh my god, I hate that. It was just one of the bags that I had, and I'm gonna have to try to find an agency to help me with donations or maybe a gift card or something. Because I mean, I'm still pretty low. I was able to accumulate about a week's worth of clothes. So that's good because I can do my laundry about once a week. Before, I was doing my laundry like 2 or 3 times a week because I barely had clothes, and that was hard, especially not having almost any income, to be able to have to do that, And, I lost, a couple of outfits, and I'd like to get at least a few more clothes. So, like I said, so I can have a week's worth of clothes, and at least a week worth of clothes. I mean, I've lost so much, and find a way for it to not lose it again. I mean, when I was heading back from the hotel, I mean, I had a lot of bags with me, and one of them fell out, and I didn't notice. I mean, it sucks, you know. Um, yeah, but I'm doing the best I can. Um, I just really hope that I find a place to live soon. I have filled out a lot of housing applications. I have filled out job applications, and now since September, I had to give away my car. That just makes it even more difficult for me to find a job. Um, and it even limits housing to a degree depending on where I want to live. Thankfully, I do want to stay in the Boston area, so there is public transportation, but still, I can't, live anywhere. Like, for example, I see, apartment buildings in Natick and Framingham, and when I had a car, I would apply to those apartments, even though they're a little bit further. But now that I don't have a car, I'm like, nah, that's a little bit too far out without a car. So it's tough. It's really tough. Um, I, and now especially when you're homeless, it's always dangerous, no matter what. Especially as a woman. And when you don't have a car, that just makes it even more dangerous. And now that the cold weather is here, that just adds on to how dangerous things can be and life-threatening things can be. And yesterday I went to Market Basket. I had dinner and everything, and Market Basket closes at 8 o'clock on Sundays. So I went to take the bus, and I was waiting a while. I mean, I probably was waiting about 30 minutes and everything, and it's too cold for that. It was very cold outside. It was drizzling. It was dark out. And my original plan was to go to Walmart, you know? Um, But since the bus took like a half an hour to come, and by the time I got to Wonderland, I was like, I don't want to wait for the 4:42 to go to Walmart. It's just too cold for that. And I also thought about it. I was like, my thought was going to Walmart because Walmart closes at 11. And the gym wasn't going to be open until midnight. So that's why I wanted to go to Walmart to kill some time. But it was too cold because I was like, who knows when the 4:42 is going to get to Wonderland. And then when I leave Wonderland and go to Walmart, and when Walmart closes around 11, and then I have to take the bus back, what if the bus is delayed? And at that time, it'll be after 11 o'clock on a Sunday where almost nothing is open and it's cold outside. That sounds very unsafe. So for me, I was just like, okay. I did that in the summertime. I'd go to Walmart, when I had a car, and things like that. But now that I don't have a car, it limits me. I can't just drive to, a place like Walmart and, kill time. I have to take a bus. And now that the weather, I can't do that in the cold weather. Maybe in the warm weather, So my only choice for me was I got to ride the trains to stay warm, to kill time. So that's what I did when I was at Wonderland. I just took trains until it hit a little bit after 11, and I was able to take the 116 back to the gym. I rode a lot of trains, like maybe 4 different trains or more just to kill time. But that's what I had to do, because it's just way too cold to be waiting around for a bus at night, especially on a Sunday where places close early. It just isn't safe. I really do need a place to stay. At this point it's getting ridiculous. It really is. It's just, I don't have my car, which is horrendous to not have a car, and the fact that I can work, and that I've been definitely trapped because I can work. I'm not disabled. I don't need to go on disability at all. There are people that are willing to help me that are not allowed to. I'm stigmatized for being homeless when I'm trapped in this situation, beyond trapped. It's offensive when people think things about me that aren't true, like that I'm a drug addict and stuff. And, it's really hard. It's really hard. And, when you're homeless and people think that they can start with you, hey, you're homeless, who cares? I can start with you. It's hell no. I'm always going to defend myself. Yeah, I'm always going to defend myself, but, at this point, it's getting to be too much. I really do need a place to stay. And I'm capable of supporting myself, and all of that. I've proved that. I've had years in my field. This is just pure institutional racism, discrimination, white supremacy. This is why I'm in this situation. Evil racists will paint a false picture, but that is why. I am an educated person that's fully capable of working, that should still have their car, but wasn't able to repair it, didn't have the money. This is too much. This really, really does need to end, and I hope that it does end soon. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.